Since 2019, when I started recalling my abuse, to say it was challenging and stressful for the whole family is an understatement. It's hard to put into words the amount of stress that it's caused. I'm Dave. I'm a survivor of child sexual abuse. It happened in Gaithersburg, Maryland, when I was 9 years old in 1986. And I'm a supporter of the Child Victims Act. My mother was raised in a strict Catholic household. And then when we moved to Gaithersburg, that was one of the first things we wanted to make sure that the church was commutable. It was easy to get to. And that's where they found St. Rose of Lima in Gaithersburg. Attended the CCD, religious ed, and attended the summer fairs and carnivals, lived that whole life. When I recalled my abuse in 2019, I was a father of 5 children, married to an amazing woman who I met in college. We would go to Mass on a weekly basis. We were sending our kids to religious ed, and my oldest boys were altar servers. And then going into a pandemic, we were all in the same home in that tight confinement while Dad started recalling being abused. One of the first things that I recalled is the name Brown. They introduced him as Father Brown. And somebody said, "Do you mean like the color brown?" And he said, "Yes, that's right, just like the color brown." And that was my first memory. The last thing that happened to me happened at a church picnic for the kids. I had my soccer uniform on, so the little white shorts from Montgomery County, and I was asked to help him get some stuff, paper plates or supplies for the picnic. And he took me into an old house that was on the property of St. Rose. So we walked down a hallway, and he walked me into a bedroom. There was a bed right to my left. And he pulls out, he said, "Do you want to see something interesting?" And so he showed me, he pulled out a shoebox, I believe, and he opened up and there was a handgun. And I was like, "Wow, that's neat. What do you need a gun for?" And he said, "Because I want to make sure that you're not going to tell anybody about anything that's happened or that is about to happen." And in that bedroom, alone with him, that's where he raped me, sodomized me. I passed out bent over the bed from the extreme pain. It literally made me faint. When he was finished, I kind of woke up groggily, and we had to say the Hail Mary together, which I couldn't speak real well, and did the best I could. Then I had to go back out and play at the picnic, play soccer with friends like nothing happened. But I was hurt. I was hurt physically and beyond mentally. He is dead. He died in prison 2019. Ironically, I actually believe, again, I'm a spiritual person. I believe that he was on his last few days or weeks or months in prison, remembering each and every one of us who he abused. And I believe the universe was telling me it was my time to take action, to help myself be better than I ever could. What I did most immediately was get a therapist, and he was a hypnotherapist. He's amazing. I credit his techniques to allowing me to open up those file cabinets and start to make sense of what did occur. What I would say to myself as a 9-year-old, that was something that I discovered in my therapy, that voice, that I could tell that 9-year-old that he was going to be okay. what I have to say about the Child Victims Act, it's so important to the survivors. It is a necessary part in the healing process, is to be heard and believed, whether it's now or 5 years from now or 10 years from now. It's an absolute must. As a compassionate legislator, as a compassionate person, that they would understand that this is more than just a law. It's actually part of our moral fabric. So now my wife and my family, we're making decisions to move on in a positive way, that we're growing, we're always learning, we're adapting. I have the responsibility that I take seriously is to be a strong parent, a confident parent, and a parent who makes the best decisions for the kids and for the family. And so I have a lot of optimism.